Dear students, I am going to explain very important part about the practical in chemistry. So this is common for class 11th and 12th. And so for time is 3 hours. Time is 3 hours and maximum mark is 30. So 70 marks is for the theory, but 30 is for the practical. It is common for both the classes. Now in the 3 hours time, children, you have to perform 3 experiments. 3 experiments have to be performed, and first experiment is titration. First experiment is called as titration, and it is also called as volumetric. It is also called as volumetric analysis. Volumetric analysis. Volume is the volume of any liquid. So this involves the volumes of different solutions. You will see later on. Once again I am repeating. Titration is also called as volumetric analysis because it involves volumes of solutions. So in this there are 2 solutions taken. One is known solution, other is unknown. So here one is unknown solution, and the second is known solution. So the solution which is known, it is called a standard solution. A standard solution. A standard solution means we know the strength of the solution. You have read in the previous chapter. It can be in terms of molarity, in terms of normality, etc. So the strength is given to us, and this solution, it is unknown solution, and this you have to prepare, or we provide in laboratory, but technically you have to prepare the first one. So this is one. Now this has weightage of 8 marks. First is of weightage of 8 marks. Titration carries 8 marks. Now second is salt analysis. It is salt analysis. So titration, second is salt analysis. Salt analysis carries 8 marks. It carries 8 marks. Salt is made up of cation. Any salt. So any salt is made up of 1 anion and 1 cation. Anion and cation, all the salts like sodium chloride, NaCl. NaCl has Na. NaCl has Na. This NaCl, it has Na plus. So this is cation, this is anion, this is cation, this is anion. Now coming to this, see here, this is the box. This is the box of sodium carbonate. This is salt. Sodium carbonate, this is salt. Now coming to other, this is sodium bisulfite. What? It is sodium bisulfite. So similarly, children, we have different calcium sulfate, ammonium chloride, so different salts. So suppose we take this sodium carbonate, sodium carbonate. So sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. So sodium has positive, carbonate has negative charge. Then sodium bisulfite. Sodium bisulfite, this is cation, this is anion, cation and anion. So this carries 8 marks. Now coming to third portion, it is core experiments. Core experiments. Core experiments, there are several experiments you will see in detail. So core experiments, it carried 6 marks. Core experiments carried 6 marks. The weightage of core experiments is of 6 marks. And in core experiment there are different experiments like determination of boiling point, determination of melting point, preparation of some compound, chromatography, and many more. So this is about the core experiment. Now coming to fourth one, it is your project report and viva. Project report and viva was, it is of 4 marks. I will give you projects, or projects are available on the website of CBSE. So you can see from there. There are investigatory projects. So this is investigatory project. We also call it as investigatory project. So you have to prepare a simple file on the pages on the particular topic which I will allot you, and you have to prepare accordingly. Project has to be prepared, file has to be made, all the investigations from relevant sources, they have to be prepared. Like preparation of alum, which you call fitgri. Fitgri, potassium aluminum sulfate. So it is prepared by taking equimolar amount of potassium sulfate and aluminum sulfate. So by boiling. So similarly, or preparation of potash alum from the aluminium. So aluminium foil or any aluminium vessel can be used by treatment with sodium hydroxide, and then utilization with sulfuric acid we can prepare potash alum. So just an example, or separation of dyes, separation of pigments by chromatography. So this is 4 mark. Now last part is practical or lab record and viva. Lab record and viva, this also carries 4 marks. So total here 8, 16, then 6, 22, and this comes out to be 30. So this is the scheme of examination. Now children, coming to next very important part, how to do the experiment. Just I am talking to you virtually, but what to do in real life situations. Now in virtual mode I will explain your experiment, you will see. But when you are coming to laboratory, in any college or school, there are some norms. So first I am going to introduce with some apparatus. So first is funnel. Funnel, it is a glass, conical glass, with a tube, and here it is slanted. See, it is slanted. Why it is slanted? To allow drop by drop to come down. If it is not slanted, immediately it will come. So it is made up of glass, or it can be made up of plastic also. So this is called as funnel. Now coming to second, this is titration flask, or this is conical flask. Now see, here it is 75 ml, 100 ml, 150, and 125, and see this 150. So this is what? This is conical flask. Conical flask. It is also called as titration flask. So in titration flask also we titrate something. So this is one, titration, volumetric analysis. Now other point is, children, in volumetric analysis we require something more. This is pipette. So third is pipette. Pipette. Now pipette is of different type. It is graduated. It is graduated. See, here it is 0, here it is 9, so it can be of 10 ml, it can be of 20 ml, 25 ml, 15 ml, depending on the condition. So here it is graduated. You can measure accurately by drop. If you are taking 5.5, so this is applicable. But other, see here, if you want to take, this is other type of burette. It has fixed volume. So see here it has nozzle. It is of 10 ml. Here it has nozzle, and here there is the is a mark. See carefully. There is mark made with hydrogen fluoride. So volume from this tip to this tip will be how much? Of 10 ml. Similarly, it can be of 20 ml also, depending on the condition. Now, other is burette. Other is burette. Now, burette is also, see, it is a special type of apparatus. Here there is the pinch core. This clockwise it opens. This anti-clockwise it opens. Clockwise it closes. It is made up of glass as well as it is made up of fiber. It is very delicate instrument, and so see here. It is 50 here. See carefully. It has volume of 50 ml. And so here, see, it is 0 ml. So from 0 to 1, it is divided into 10 parts. So this burette has the capacity to measure minimum 0.1 ml. It can measure 0.1 ml. So this is the least count of the burette. Now children, other apparatus involved in the titration is the stand here. See the stand. It is made up of hard plastic. This is the clamp here. This is the clamp. There is a spring inside and we attach the burette. And on the top we place here the funnel. This funnel is made up of plastic. And it is inverted after washing it. And we attach the burette here. Just press here and we keep like this. Here if it is placed, so from one hand, press here, one press here, and then we put here, like this. So this is the safety device to use it. This is called as burette stand. Now, other point is it requires burner also. Here burner is there, so this burner is it has been freed from the burner has different conditions. So the holes are there for the circulation of air. We can regulate the amount of air going through it. So this is the Bunsen burner. So it was the burette stand. Then Bunsen burner, name of scientist, Bunsen burner. Now coming to other point for the heating. Tripod stand. Tri means three legs are there. It is used for heating. Below this there is the burner, either spirit lamp or glass burner. But above this, here we place, this is what? It is wire gauze. Now see, there is the white layer. It is not paper. It is fireproof. It is basically asbestos layer. So this is 5, 6, this is 7, 8. 8 is wire gauze. So, why use wire gauze? Because wire gauze has a layer of asbestos. Asbestos is a naturally occurring material. It is found inside the earth. It is complex compound made up of salt of magnesium, aluminum, silicon, sand, many, and it is fireproof. Why it is used? Because if you are heating from this, so your apparatus, beaker or test tube may break or funnel may break. So it regulates, it is regulator. This is regulator. It regulates. The purpose of this gauze is to fix asbestos only. So this is there. Now other is the Glass rod. This is simple glass rod. Glass rod is used for stirring something, dissolving something. This is called as glass stirrer also. Now children, other is, glass rod. Now 10. This is the titration bottle, or you can say wide mouth bottle. Titration bottle or wide mouth bottle. This bottle, it contains a solution during the titration for our purpose, and so is there. Now children, other is, this is a special type of, flask. This is measuring flask. This is measuring flask. This is, children, this is measuring flask. Again, this small, funnel. So we have funnels of different type. Now measuring flask, we prepare some solution. So for preparation, take the salt, put here, add some little amount of distilled water, and here see, it is written 250 ml. See, it is 250 ml, and temperature is mentioned. It is 27 degrees Celsius. And see here, the mark is there. You have an idea of the molarity and molality, and so molality and molarity, molarity is affected by temperature. So thus on all the apparatus the temperature is written. Now say children, a smaller version of this is also called as measuring flask. So this is of 100 ml. Again, so it is of world class company Borosil. It is of 100 ml. Previous one was of 250 ml. And here again it is written how much? 27 degree Celsius. And so see here, mark it. So up to this mark, the solution will be how much? 100 ml. For preparation of solution, what we do? Put some salt here, add some distilled water, and completely with the water we dissolve. Then add water and stir it. Add drop by drop to make the volume equal to 100 ml. So this is there of the titration. Now children, in salt analysis we require something. So first is, this is test tube holder. Test tube holder. So this test tube holder, it is used to hold the test tube. And see, it has lock here. It is made up of plastic or wood. It is made up of iron. So see here how we push the lock gently so that it may not break. Again, see here, we push here, lock gently, and then we heat. Heating is from this lower portion, slowly and slowly. Now other point children, see, this is test tube holder. This is test tube holder. This is bigger test tube. This is called as boiling tube. This is test tube holder, and see on the sides the holes are larger for keeping the boiling test tubes, bigger test tubes, and in the middle there are 4 small test tubes, and so for the 6 there is the condition. See here, the test tubes has to be kept after washing like this, inverted. Wash completely and keep inverted like this. If you are doing, then invert like this. They have to be inverted like this. So this is the point how we use. So the test tube stand. This is test tube stand. This is empty test tube stand. Again, it can be made up of fiber, it can be made up of wood, etc. Now, this is tongue, something like that of Sandasa, you can say. So, this is tongue. Then, other point is a spatula. spatula. A spatula is used to take the salt. So this is made up of steel or iron. It is coated by nickel or chromium because the salts are reactive. So this is smaller. This is something like that of a spoon. So you take out salt. So this microanalysis has to be done, children, in a small quantity. Just take it. You can imagine just a pinch. This is a smaller one. But what about this? This is something like that of butter knife. Butter knife is slightly bigger, but this is for cutting something. Suppose you are given some salt, and so you apply pressure to crush it. Now this is a bigger version of a spatula, bigger one. But don't use this bigger one for taking chemicals, because chemicals ultimately they go to the mother earth and they spoil all the water bodies. Now children, we have the other is cork. Now cork, it is used. It can be bigger, it can be smaller for keeping something closed. Now children, other is delivery tube. Delivery tube, children, simply it is glass tube. We can bend as per our convenience at twice at right angles, and the purpose of this delivery tube is if reaction is taking place inside, so we keep here, and the testing reagent it has to be taken and we put here. So this is the purpose of delivery tube. So delivery tube is used only for passing. If reaction is going on, so keep immediately the chemical, put here, close, then this, take here other sample which has to be testing reagent, and so gas will come out. So this is the safety device. This is the process. It can be other way, okay? Like this, if we prepare flexible. This is innovation by us in laboratory. Why? Because it can be flexible, it can be bended. So this is a smaller one. This is a smaller one. Here also, a smaller, we can use this. And children, so this is all about, and you have to prepare experiments on, by different study points, keeping in mind the slips.